Spirit light body, y'all. What's going on, man? I'm forward, y'all. You know what it is. Alright, so sitting out here on my yoga mat, about to hit me a session, right? And I wanted to share this with you guys. I feel like this is why us as humanity, we're not building great and grand things like we used to with the ancients. And here's why. I'm gonna give you an analogy. When you look under the microscope, you don't see cells fighting one another. Like, for instance, right? I found a dead baby snake out here, put it under the microscope, and I was observing the skin cells or whatever, because there was still some skin with the skeleton and everything. So I'm looking at the skin, and I was just amazed. It's just like with the plant, and just like with us too. These cells come together to form an organism, so they come together in harmony to build something greater. Yeah, the cell is super tiny, but when they all work together, it forms something like this, right? So that's what I'm saying, that like this is why we're not going nowhere, because we're constantly fighting and bickering and arguing with each other. And if we're doing that and it's going on around you, then this is where I was telling you years ago when I was saying that like the whole alien thing, like nah man, like it's not something like up there in the sky, even though there is worlds within worlds here. But there's entities here that your eyes cannot see. See, even science tells you that you can only see so many things. So in that fighting, that bickering, the divided mind, the demon, a divided man, a divided man. You see what I'm saying? The one who comes with that divided mind state, yo, nothing works like that, homie. That's why I said about the microscope. Them cells ain't fighting each other, and so these won't go this way, these one. No, all them little cells, even though they're not perfectly like all shaped the same, just like us, we're not all shaped the same, but we're all here together on this plane for a reason. And it should be obvious. You keep waking up here and coming here every day. It's something you're supposed to be doing. So I know who I am and I know why I'm here, and I'm gonna keep doing that mission on this camera and off of it. I don't just talk like this on this camera to y'all, man. I talk like this everywhere I go, and I tell people constantly all the time, because I'm telling them something that I know 9 out of 10 they hadn't heard, because this ain't what they teach out here in this Western world. See, I'm out here in the South too, so you know it's out here in the Bible Belt, and they be looking at stuff, mad strange crystals and herbs and stuff, and I'm be having to check them, man, because you know I bring that raw, I bring that real. So I just wanted to tap in with y'all, man, just let you know, like, hey, look, these entities, like, yo, you got the fighting and bickering and arguing, like, yo, it's on you. It's on you. It's around you. See a lot of these cats running around here talking about spiritual knowledge this, spiritual knowledge that. When's the last time you've been on an astral plane? When's the last time you astral traveled? Do you know about the different classifications of the spirits? See, y'all will play around with this stuff. Oh, yeah, the archons, and oh yeah, the aliens, and oh yeah, it's the inner dimension. But have you ever studied any of this stuff? Have you ever seen any of this stuff? You ever had a third eye experience? See, that's the difference. Like I was telling y'all, the difference between someone who's had an out of body experience when they die, their after death experience, versus someone who's never had an out of body experience and then they die and you just thrust it into it. That's it. At that point, you can't come back into this body. So I would suggest now, while you're still in it and you're still here on this plane, that you get familiar with the other side. And I'm telling you now, it's very real. Like I've known this stuff for years.